Hi everyone, welcome to Lola's Frugal Life. This is episode number 286 and this is my weekly meal plan episode. So please stick around for a few quick words from our sponsor and we'll get right into the show. Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly meal plan episode. If you're new, each week I share with you what is on my family's meal plan for the upcoming week. I think meal planning is really important for saving money and wasting less food and just making life easier by knowing what is for dinner. The meal plan that I share is just for dinners. I do rotate my meals on a regular basis, so you will find similar things being made over the course of time if you continue to listen. I do try and throw in some new things here and there, but my bigger concern is just having something that's somewhat easy to make on my meal plan so that I can have something to cook for dinner that night. So this week's meal plan starts on Saturday, March 19th. So for Saturday, I'm going to be making chicken, sausage, peppers, and potatoes, which is from allrecipes.com. So this is just kind of like a all-in-one roasted dish where you have like roasted chicken and sausage and potatoes, and it's just kind of all mixed together, and it roasts in the oven. This recipe calls for cooking it in your oven in a big roasting pan. I actually have an electronic roaster, like roasting oven, I think they call it. It's like a stovetop, countertop one, and you just plug it in and you set the temperature. So I will be making that using that. But this is just such an easy meal, and it tastes so good because the sausage and the chicken and the potatoes and the like olive oil, and it just kind of all the flavors meld together, and it's a really good, pretty easy meal because everything all just goes in one dish. For Sunday, I do not usually include breakfast in my meal plan, but I will share this one just in case you're interested. I'm going to be making Chef John's corned beef hash, which is from allrecipes.com. I always make this the weekend after St. Patrick's Day because I will have some leftover corned beef, and I really like, and my family really likes, the homemade corned beef hash. So that recipe is on allrecipes.com also. I think I forgot to mention that any recipes I mention during this episode can be found on my website at lolasfrugallife.com. There's a blog post for each week, and any recipes that are from a specific site, I always put a link within the meal plan so that you can find the exact recipe that I'm referring to. So on Sunday, besides that breakfast, I'm going to be doing cheesy crispy chicken. This one I don't have a link to share, but I will put on the website how to make it. Pretty much you just take chicken breast, you dunk it in milk, and then you coat it with crushed Ritz crackers and then top it with cheese and bake it in a 9x13 baking dish. And I think it comes out really good. It's one of my quick, easy favorite ways to make chicken. I'm also going to be making mushroom rice on the side, which is from budgetbites.com. That's budget, BYTES.com. This has become one of my kind of go-to rice side dishes. I think it tastes really good and it cooks pretty quickly and easily. And then I'm also just going to be doing like a can of corn on the side with that. For Monday, we're going to be doing hot dogs. We do hot dogs once a month. I'm just going to be making some hot dogs, on the stovetop, and I'm going to make some home fried potatoes in the air fryer. I don't have a recipe for this one, but I just take some potatoes, peppers and onions, dice them up, season them, and put them in the air fryer until they're the doneness that I'm looking for. You can also obviously just roast them in the oven. And then I'm going to be doing a can of vegetarian chili to go with that because one of my daughters doesn't eat the hot dogs. So she'll put like a hot dog bun with like the potatoes, peppers, and onions and like vegetarian chili on it and make a little meal out of that. For Tuesday, we always do some type of Mexican theme meal. I couldn't think of the word. Mexican theme type meal on Tuesdays. So this week we're going to be doing sheet pan chicken fajitas, which is from foodnetwork.com. It's just your typical, chicken, chicken, peppers, and onions and some seasonings in the oven, all in a pan, and then we just serve it with some soft shells, like fajita shells and like tortilla shells. I'm just having a hard time talking today. I don't know what it is. And then, like some sour cream, some avocado, things like that to go with them. So that is for Tuesday. Oh, and I'm also going to be making as a side dish with those quinoa and black beans. I keep having this on my list to do. On my menu, and then when the night comes I find that I haven't ever had a chance to wind up trying this recipe. So that's from allrecipes.com. It looks like it would be good. It's like quinoa, black beans, and corn. So I'm hopefully going to actually try that finally this week. For Wednesday, March 23rd, I'm going to be doing bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp. That's from allrecipes.com. This is just shrimp seasoned with some seasoning, and then you wrap the shrimp with bacon and bake it in the oven. I don't actually wrap it. I just take the bacon and I cut it up in little pieces and kind of put it all over top of the shrimp. And it comes out really good like that. So rather than having to take the time to wrap each shrimp up, I just find that it comes out just as good, and it's much easier to just do it that way. As a side dish, I'm going to be doing easy lo mein, which is from damndelicious.net. That's DAMN, delicious.net. This is a lo mein recipe that is the lo mein noodles and a bunch of vegetables. It has like mushrooms and peppers and snow peas and spinach and all that kind of stuff in it. So it's kind of like a good side dish to go with the shrimp. For Thursday, I'm going to be doing breakfast for dinner. I do this every so often on Thursdays. On Thursdays, I either do breakfast for dinner or I do soup and grilled cheese, because that's the night I go grocery shopping. So I try and make my meal prep pretty quick and easy. So this week we're going to be doing turkey bacon in the oven, which is from brendid.com, BRENDID.com. It's just a method of cooking the turkey bacon. You could do it with regular bacon too. You basically just bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes on each side, approximately, depending on how done you want it. And I just find it so much easier than cooking it on the stovetop. And then I'm just going to cook up some scrambled eggs with that, and then some home fried potatoes similar to the ones I make on Monday with the hot dogs. Just chopping up some potatoes, peppers, and onions and cooking them up in the air fryer to go with the eggs and the turkey bacon. For Friday, this is our last meal in the meal plan. I'm going to be doing oven baked chicken, which is from BettyCrocker.com. This is just a really simple chicken that you like, bone in chicken. I usually do it with chicken thighs. It comes out good with chicken legs also. But you just dredge the chicken in like a Bisquick mixture. It's basically just like Bisquick and salt and pepper. And then you put butter in a pan and you cook the chicken skin side down first, and then you flip it during the cooking, and then cook it the other side facing up. It comes out so good and crispy, and the skin tastes really good. And I don't know, it's just a recipe that I really like to make in the oven for baked chicken. And on the side with that, I'm going to be doing one pot penne alla vodka, which is from foodnetwork.com. This is a penne pasta that you make where you don't boil the noodles first. You basically just make it all in one pot. So it tells you, like, you know, how much water to put, how much other stuff, and you cook the pasta right in the mixture. And when you're done, you have penne alla vodka. So we're going to be doing that on the side. So that's it for this week's meal plan. Don't forget, you can always email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at lolasfrugallife. You can find blog posts, like I mentioned, of this meal plan with links to any of the recipes that I mentioned, and also of my regular topic episodes that come out each Monday. There's a blog post for those also at lolasfrugallife.com. We have a private listeners group on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/lolasfrugallife. And if you enjoy the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. And I would really love it if you'd screenshot the show and tag me on Instagram so I can see you're listening. Also, if you can please take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast, that would be really helpful to me. That is what helps boost this show coming up in search results when people are looking for something similar. And if you're interested, there is a link in the episode show notes to financially support the podcast. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. If there is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it's professional counseling done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise available, which may not be available to you locally. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/Lola, that's better HELP, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Lola's Frugal Life listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Lola.